Hello, my name is Allison Connor, and I'm going to be sharing my personalized learning experience project with you. In the next clip, you'll see the poster that I made about pro-social behaviors in students with disabilities. So this is the first side to my poster. And the first thing we have here is what are pro-social behaviors. So I just did a little overview of what those behaviors are, and they just indicate a motivational component and initiate feeling of empathy and concern for others. And these behaviors can include following rules, sharing, listening, taking turns, helping, and cooperation. And so to teach pro-social skills to children with a wide array of abilities requires a systemic and evidence-based approach to instruction. And so the rest of the poster, I have just additional information about students with disabilities when it comes to pro-social behaviors. So this one says students with disabilities tend to have fewer close friendships and are often rejected. The ability to connect emotionally to others often requires a strong social and communication skills, which can be challenging for students with disabilities. And social and communication skills are foundational criteria for autism spectrum disorder, which often manifest as a lack of empathy or caring. And then individuals with ASD who are high functioning or have no intellectual disability encounter problems in improving their social lives. And individuals with ASD who have problems with eye contact and using some communicative body and sign language, so insufficiency in expressing their feelings to others in society and joining social groups or their friends. And then we also see increased victimization among students with disabilities because this is often associated with pro-social skill deficits and peer rejection. And school belonging is a critical issue for all students, even those with disabilities. And then we have children with disabilities have a propensity to engage in behaviors that can be particularly problematic. Research findings also indicate that children who have severe language disabilities are at higher risk for diagnosis for additional psychiatric disorders if they also exhibit less frequent pro-social behaviors than children with the same level of language disabilities, but with more frequent pro-social behaviors. And many children with and without exceptionalities need additional education support to gain competence in social skills. So I just added additional information about students with disabilities and building relationships and pro-social behaviors. And on the next clip, you're going to see some interventions that I found that teachers can use to increase these pro-social behaviors. So here is an overview of my intervention poster board. The first intervention that I'm going to talk about is PMI, which is peer meditated intervention. And this is a evidence-based strategy in which peers take on instructional role with classmates or children. This also includes training various social communicative strategies to foster socially appropriate behaviors. This is a technique in which children receive training to support the development of a specific skill in a peer with disabilities. And then I have three subcategories of PMI. So the first one is peer proximity, which is where the peer model is directed to work or play next to the target child. Then we have peer prompting and reinforcement. This is when the peer model is directed to prompt verbally the target child and then provides positive reinforcement such as verbal praise or high fives. And then peer initiation, which is the peer model is directed to initiate a specific activity or type of activity with the target child. So this is giving a lot of responsibility to another child to work with the target child in promoting pro-social behaviors. The next one is called tootling. So the tootling is like tattling, so tattling is when someone reports negative behavior, but tootling is when a child learns to report positive behavior. And this is a new innovative way that teachers have found to build rapport between classmates and enhance peer relationship. It reinforces positive behavior. It demonstrates that even students with problem behaviors can still be viewed in a positive manner, which is very important because students with disabilities can struggle with these behaviors, and so this can show that even students can pick out their positive behaviors. And so this can also be really beneficial for a child who is struggling academically or socially, and it can be added to existing classroom systems. So it's not like a whole separate thing. It can be added into your daily schedule in the classroom. And so here is a Toodle ticket that you can use to give to the students. Those are just two different examples. You can give them out at a certain period of the day or have them on your desk, and the students can pick them up when they have seen a positive behavior. And then this is an example of a Toodle board in a classroom where you can have this set up for your students. And the last intervention are called social stories, and these are used to develop social skills of individuals with disabilities. They usually describe a situation, skill, or concept in terms of relevant social cues, perspectives, and common responses in a specifically defined style or format. These allow individuals to read and understand and reciprocate it in their social lives. It enables occurring affirmative target social behaviors from the point of the individual. And these are used to lower an individual's anxiety, and they can help change lifestyles and teach academic skills. They can be used for multiple situations, such as using libraries, lining up, eating lunch, studying with others, and playing in the background. So then I have just some examples of these social stories. So this one says, when I feel angry, I can take 5 big breaths, go to a quiet place with a toy or book, or squeeze a pillow. And this one says, when I get angry, I sometimes hit mommy. This makes mommy sad. When I feel like hitting, I need to stop. I will hold my hands. I will take 5 big breaths. This helps me stay calm. Mommy is happy when I'm calm. And then this one is talking about playing. Sometimes I like to play with other kids. I can ask them, do you want to play with me? If they say yes, I can play with them. I will have fun. If they say no, it's okay. I can ask someone else to play by myself. So these are just very simple stories, and they also have pictures, which are easy for kids to understand. And they also describe target behaviors, such as what to do when you're angry, what to do if somebody doesn't want to play with you, what to do when you feel like hitting. And you can use these for pro-social behaviors and building those in students with disabilities. So that is my intervention slide, and that is the end of my project. As stated in the last slide, that intervention poster was the last part of my project. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. And yeah, have a good day. Bye.